So I was just talking about the shutdown and all the lockdowns of the past few months, and it kind of stoked an idea in my head about the way people live their lives. So obviously, you know by now, I am totally against the shutdown, totally against the lockdowns, and have been from the very beginning. Even the first 14 days that we're supposed to shut down. We're supposed to shut down 14 days to flatten the curve and all that stuff. Even that very first shutdown, I was 100% opposed to. Not because I'm some kind of psychopath health guy who, has no regard for viruses or no regard for pathogens and no regard for people's health, and I didn't care about, life, and I think life is the most precious thing we have. And I think taking care of the weak and the people in need and the most vulnerable, especially the older folks, is one of the most important things that we can do. I really do believe that. However, I was so opposed to this from the very beginning because it goes against everything I believe in to the core. Really, actually, essentially to the core of how I live my life and how I think people in general live their lives. But I also understand, too, why people push for the shutdown and why it was such a popular idea in the very beginning. And that, by the way, has gone away because people have done this shutdown for whatever, 7 or 8 months, and we've kind of realized, like most people have come to realize, that they don't actually like living their life this way. They don't like actually being shut down and locked down in their homes and not being able to go out and see their friends and hang out and go here and go to the bars and travel and go to different places. They actually realize, which is kind of a microcosm of the whole philosophy of exactly what I've been teaching people for the past 7 or 8 years with Elite Man magazine and everything, of the way that the best way, in my view, to live life in general. And that is to live life taking risks, to do things that push you outside your comfort zone, to take chances, to take risks, to live the life that you want to live, even if it means falling down, messing up, falling flat on your face, going against the grain, having a different type of mindset that most people don't have, because most people, honestly, and again, this is why I understand why that lockdown and shutdown became so popular in the very beginning, most people are honestly afraid. They don't want to take risks. They're happy being in their comfortable place. They're happy being cozy and warm and laying on the couch and watching Netflix all day and not actually going out, doing work, taking chances, taking risks, putting themselves out on the line to achieve goals and to achieve their dreams and to have and create the life that they want. And that's really the biggest problem I see in America and even abroad with a lot of the people I see overseas, a lot of the friends and people that reach out to me in DMs and stuff on Facebook and Instagram. I got a lot of friends from the UK for sure, and throughout Europe. Australia is a big one. I get a lot of guys reaching out for me from there. But this whole mindset, it is a global thing, but I'm talking about especially in America, and especially with, the elections and all the stuff that's happened lately, and kind of how badly we've been with regard to the shutdowns and the whole pandemic of what's happened. Like, we've kind of been sort of on the forefront of all of this stuff, and I really believe a lot of that has to do, actually pretty much all of it has to do with how we're conditioned here in America. Many people are conditioned to be sheep, and many people are conditioned to be comfortable sheep, to just fit right in, to blend in, to watch their Netflix, to have their junk food, to lay on the couch with their feet up after a 9 to 5 hour job. And not that there's anything wrong with doing specific jobs or anything like that, but there is something wrong with having a belief in just being comfortable and not actually having goals in life, with not pushing yourself outside your comfort zone and not trying to achieve more. People get complacent, people get lazy, people then, after this years of this complacency and laziness, after years of doing this, they end up getting depressed. They get sad. They get anxious. They have mental health problems. They get divorced. These problems come because of years of malpractice of not treating yourself and not living the life that you're supposed to be living. So you give up on your goals. You give up on your aspirations. You give up on your dreams for comfortableness, for the complacency. And then years down the road, you have all these huge problems pop up and you wonder what the hell happened in your life. Where did the past 20, 30 years of your life go? And you kind of wasted it, to be quite honest. To be very frank with you, you've wasted a lot of your life because you didn't want to go out, you didn't want to step out, you didn't want to challenge yourself, you didn't want to take those risks. And that is really, again, what life is all about. It's taking those risks, taking those chances, because at the end of the day, those are the things that actually fulfill you. Because we all innately have some type of burning desire to achieve greatness in life, whatever that may be. And it could be anything, by the way. It doesn't mean doing something like I'm doing. It doesn't necessarily mean having a podcast or having a website or doing videos or writing books or coaching people. It doesn't mean any of that stuff, actually. We all have some type of burning desire inside us to achieve greatness across any field in life. It could be being the best painter that you wanted to be, like being a master painter, being a master carpenter, being a master engineer, being a master electrician, being a master auto mechanic, being a master artist or musician, actor, teacher, anything, literally anything. But you have some type of drive inside. I didn't, by the way, have a drive in any of those things I just mentioned, but I've had friends who've had drives in a number of those things I just mentioned, and they're incredible at it, and they love life, and they're super happy, super just, fulfilled because they're doing the things they want. Their goals in their head are obviously a lot different than my goals in my head and in my heart too. Obviously totally different, and they're going to be different with you too. But the difference is, a lot of these people, not all of them, by the way, I have friends who are depressed, who are unhappy, who are unfulfilled, but I have also friends who are very fulfilled doing these types of things. And the difference is between the people who are fulfilled and unfulfilled is those people who are fulfilled are doing the things that they enjoy. They're doing the things that they love. They've done the things where they had that burning desire in them, and they've taken some of those risks. Some of them started their own jobs, their own painting jobs, their own painting companies, their own carpentry companies, carpentry businesses. Some of them are also musicians, and they're not super successful musicians, but they're pretty successful musicians, and they actually make some pretty decent money doing that type of stuff. And so, they've done those types of things. They've taken some type of risks because they had that desire in them. And then some of the people out there who are just doing the jobs, they haven't taken any risks. They haven't gone after the things that they wanted. They haven't gone after that burning desire inside them to achieve that greatness. And so that it's almost like a burning flame that's left unmanaged, that's left just kind of to wither out and burn out and die a slow death over time. And after a certain amount of time, it will die out. It dwindles out. It's like the candle that slowly burns away. And then by the time it's burned away, you don't even have the energy to pursue it anymore. You're almost just, a walking zombie at that point. The people who are the most fulfilled are the people who are going to lighten and brighten that fire up and just make it shine as much as possible. They have to attend to that thing, to really fulfill themselves, to feel that fulfillment, to feel that happiness, to feel that joy in life. That's what it's all about, is going after those things inside you, those desires, that burning desire, whatever it may be, across the board, by the way, again, across so many different fields. I've gone after those things in my life, and I'm still going after more of those things. There's still a lot of things I want to do, a lot of things I want to do in life, and I'm going to keep going after them because that really is the key to happiness and fulfillment. I know that, realized that a long time ago, that was really the key. Because I was unfulfilled. I was once that person who wasn't doing the things I wanted to do. I was very unhappy. The book behind me, Elite Mind, EliteMindBook.com. That book is all about me not going after the things I wanted to do, not having a purpose in life, not going after that burning flame inside me. The minute I found out that I had to go after that, and I started going after that, is the minute that depression, anxiety, panic attacks, mental health problems, all those things went away, and my life completely changed. And that is why it's so important for you to do it, and why I feel like so many people are unhappy in life. Because a lot of these people with the shutdown, all this stuff that happened, it was just kind of like a perfect storm waiting to happen. They were already ready to be complacent. They were already ready to have the government come down and tell them what to do. They didn't want any risks. They didn't want to take any chances. They wanted to stay home. They wanted to watch Netflix. They wanted to gain that 15 quarantine pounds. It's a horrible way to go through life. It really is. It's horrible, it's sad, and it's got to stop. And I hope if you're watching this video, the one thing you want to take out of this video is to go after the things you want.